left to play for the Minnesota Twins. They hope to win them both with the middle game coming up tonight between the Twins and the Kansas City Royals. We're at Target Field. Glad you're with us. Dick Kramer along with Hall of Famer Bert Blyleven. It really is hard to believe that this team that won 94 games a year ago has 99 losses and will need to win the last 2 games to avoid a 100-loss season.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to be part of a team that loses 100 ball games. And in Twins history here in Minnesota, you have to go back to 1982 when that ball club 5 years later won a World Series, but they lost 102 ball games. And you see the other teams in our division. They've done it before. The Chicago White Sox lost 100 ball games back in 1970, so it's been a while for the White Sox.
Well, the Twins are taking on a Royals team that feels it's bottomed out. They've put together an exciting young roster, and a roster that is playing its best baseball in the season's final month.
Yeah, since September 10th, this Kansas City Royal Ball Club, especially offensively, they are 11-3, but the high batting average, you see the team hitting at .332 and then scoring a lot of runs. That's the most important thing. The Royals hit well last year, but they didn't score the runs they're scoring right now. A lot of young, talented kids for the Royals.
Well, the Twins hope to finish the season with a couple of wins and 63 wins on the season. When we come back, we'll talk with or study a couple of best catches you've seen all year long. Baseball on Fox Sports North is brought to you by your local Northland Ford dealers. Visit your local Northland Ford dealer or go to northlandford.com. By Menards. Save big money on all your home improvement needs at Menards. And by Window Concepts of Minnesota.
Twins trying to finish the season on a high note. Game 2 of the 3-game set against the Kansas City Royals here on Fox Sports North. I'm Robbie and Smikowski. Thanks for tuning in. We've seen 2 of the greatest catches of the year happen with 2 guys that are in the building tonight, Ben Revere and Jeff Francoeur. And when you look back on the season, the plays of the year, you have to look at Jeff Francoeur. This was in Seattle. Look at that catch. Robbed a home run, literally pulled it almost out of a fan's glove. And Ben Revere, who can forget this catch off the bat of Vladimir Guerrero? And I talked to both guys and asked them about each other's catch.
Talked to him. He said, he always asked me how I made my catch. I'm like, I don't know. How you make yours? He goes, I don't know either. So it was fun, you know, and it's just I give it the play of the year in my books.
You know, I got to give it to him because I know how it feels being an outfielder running full speed into a wall. It's unbelievable. And For me, more I saw when they show in slow motion looks even better. So they're doing a good job here of doing it. But I give them, it's the catch of the year.
Frank Core's out tonight. Ben Revere is in left field. Maybe he could scale the left field wall tonight. We'll find out next. It's Dick and Bert with First Pitch next.
It's another nice night here at Target Field. The guys are clearing. And the Twins and Royals getting ready for the second game of the season-ending series. The season series is tied between the two teams. And the Menards batting order for Ned Yost and the Kansas City Royals. Royals will finish in fourth place this year. Gerard Dyson leading off. Johnny Giavotella, Billy Butler, Eric Hosmer, Salvador Perez, Mike Moustakas, Lorenzo Cain, Mitch Meyer, and Alcides Escobar.
I've got a report on Anthony Swarzak making his 11th start, his 27th appearance. He's looking for his first win here at Target Field. In 6 starts and 16 appearances here at Target Field, he is 0-6 with a 5.04 ERA. Making his second career start against the Royals. He beat the Royals in Kansas City back on June 2nd. He beat Sean O'Sullivan, his mound opponent here tonight, 8-2.
Oakland Ford Twins defense for game 2. An outfield of Revere in left, Span in center, Benson in right. Valencia, Plouffe, Tolbert, Parmalee around the infield. Rivera behind the plate. This outfield, Revere, Span, and Benson. An intriguing one in terms of leg speed. I like to think those 3 guys can go out and get just about anything that's in the air for any length of time at all. Revere will man left field. He's made some great catches there. Span will play not only tonight, but presumably tomorrow night as well. And then Benson getting a shot in right field. We've seen him at all 3 outfield spots.
Yeah, Carl Pavano starting tomorrow night has already said he'd like to have Bernard Span out in center field. Pavano, of course, the opening day starter for the Twins. Anthony Swarzak, a guy that has 4 pitches, fastball, curveball, slider, and a changeup. He came up in 2009, won his first major league game in Minnesota. He pitched 7 shutout innings against the Milwaukee Brewers. That's the only win he's had here in Minnesota. So he'd like to pick up another one as the season winds down.
Gerard Dyson, the speedster, leading things off for Kansas City. One thing that has been evident through this 2-month tailspin that the Twins have been in, there have been very few, if any, dominant pitching performances for the last 2 months. And Swarzak would love to finish his season with one of those here tonight.
Yeah, 3 of his last 4 starts have been considered quality starts, where he's gone 6 innings, given up 3 earned runs or less. And that bunt attempt right there by Dyson in the air right back to Swarzak.
He'll take all of those he can get. 1 down, and that'll bring up Giaffello.
Only 26 more. Well, there he is as a starter, making his 13th career start here in Minnesota, just 1-9. Again, that 1 win coming in his major league debut against the Brewers in 2009.
That's one of those deals you can't explain. There's no reason for it. It's kind of a coincidence, I guess, that he just hasn't pitched as well during the home game.
Well, also run support. You know, he's lost some tough ball games. 4 starts ago, he pitched against the White Sox here in early September. 8 very good innings, only gave up a couple runs. Ended up getting a no decision. Actually, a loss he lost in that ball game.
1-1. Driven to right field toward the gap, and it's going to run past Benson and go all the way to the wall. Giavatello has 2. Trouble picking up the ball, and talked about all the speed in the Twins outfield, but Giavatello hit a liner through the gap for a double.
I think sometimes outfielders, it's the route that you take, and Giavatello hitting this ball, and you can see Benson having to go and retrieve the ball as it slows down a little bit right there. But it's another double for the Kansas City Royals. Only the Boston Red Sox have hit more doubles than the Royals. That's their 320th double on the year, and the 8th for Giavatello.
In that sense, kind of a flashback to their glory years of the 70s when they had a lot of speed on the team. Guys like Willie Wilson, George Brett, Hal McRae always got a lot of doubles. Here's Butler, a doubles machine, and he takes strike 1.
Butler, a double in last night's ball game, his 42nd of the year, and it's 3 straight seasons as he's hit 40 or more doubles in a season. That's a Royals record.
Came inside, got a swinging strike 2. When you're talking about Swarzak and the dominant pitching performances, and have to go back to the end of May, and maybe the most dominant pitching performance for the Twins this year, his start against the Angels, just 1 hit, was not involved in the decision because of the no run support. Just missing the corner. 1-2.
Well, it's that consistency that you're looking for. And even though he's now in the starting rotation, he has been since the latter part of August. It's just one good one, one bad one. He had a real bad one 2 starts ago against the Cleveland Indians, where he gave up 7 runs in an inning and 2/3.
Line to Tolber. Foot race. Out at second base. Tolber with a dive to the bag right before Giavatella's spikes got there. Enjoying a night at the ballpark. My goodness. Cute kids hoping for a Twins win. The Menards batting order: Denard Span, Ben Revere, Danny Valencia, Chris Parmalee, Trevor Plouffe, Renee Tassoni, Joe Benson, Matt Tolbert, and Rene Rivera.
And on the mound, it'll be Sean O'Sullivan for the Kansas City Royals, making his 10th start, his 12th appearance, his first start since June 2nd, and that against the Minnesota Twins in Kansas City. And he got beat up at in that ball game, ended up going on a disabled list with a right tricep tendonitis, and just getting the call up on September 21st when they optioned him down after he was healthy again. And in the major leagues, it's been a struggle so far for this young right-hander coming over from the Angel organization.
Denard Span takes ball 1.
Control has been an issue over his career. 73 walks in 190 innings pitched.
When the Twins knocked him out in early June, it was a succession of singles, doubles, walks, and error. Just a kind of a mess.
Well, he's trying to battle through that, the right tricep tendonitis, and it just didn't work out. They put him on a disabled list the next day. Now he's making his 3rd start against the Twins. He made one back in late April where he pitched good for 6 innings, but he walked 7 in that ball game, a career high 7 Twins.
Span bounces it towards second. Giavatella has it. Span retired 1 away. Oakland Ford defense for Kansas City. Meyer, Dyson, and Kane in the outfield. Melky Cabrera's season is done after his 201st hit. Moustakas, Escobar, Giavatella, and Hosmer, with Perez doing the catching.
Yeah, it was Ned Yost that wanted Cabrera to get the 201st hit. He said, you get 200, that's good. How about 201? He got 2 hits last night for 201 hits this season, and he is done for the season.
Ball 1 to Ben Revere.
Ned Yost in his first full year as manager of the Kansas City Royals.
This one dumped towards left, and Meyer got a good break on that ball. Comes in to make the catch. And out number 2.
Well, Sullivan, 53 and a third innings coming into this ball game, 69 hits allowed with 26 walks, only 18 strikeouts. Now, when he did get sent down, he got healthy again and pitched very well down in AAA. 8-2 down in AAA. Trying to do that here at the major league level.
Here's Valencia with 2 gone. The Twins first. Little fly ball to center. And Sullivan's going to have a real quick first inning. 7 pitches. And the Twins are done 1, 2, 3. Pepper. Go to the second inning, no score. And Anthony Swarzak will face Eric Hosmer, Salvador Perez, and Mike Moustakas. That's a giveaway tonight, and they're really nice stocking caps.
Yes, they are.
I have to see if I can talk somebody out of theirs. You won't be using yours down in Florida, will you?
I might. It gets chilly down there from time to time. Not like up here, but also make good head.
All right, what do you
coverage.
consider chilly?
And in the high 40s.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
It's been a while since you've been here in Minnesota in the
Yeah.
wintertime.
Yeah.
Twins baseball brought to you in Sony High Definition. Hosmer with 1 strike. See, chilly to me is anything in single digits. That's chilly.
That's cold. That's not chilly. That's just cold. Oh, good numbers right there for Eric Hosmer.
Fly to left. And Revere gloves it 1 down. Log on to FoxSportsNorth.com right now. Check out the live stream of the Wild Blues preseason exhibition game from XL Energy Center. Check it out now at FoxSportsNorth.com. One down, and here's Salvador Perez. And that hits the inside corner, ball 1. Perez, the catcher of the future, and as the Royals have done with so many positions this year, they said, hey, future's now. Let's bring them up here, see what they can do. 1-1.
Yeah, Perez only 21 years old, signed by the Royals out of Venezuela in 2006.
And he gets a base hit to right. Line drive. And a runner aboard with a 1-out hit. Here again in the second inning, Roy Smalley. Swarzak has shown flashes of brilliance, but as Bert said before, it's just been a matter of consistency with him.
Yeah, guys, I think it is consistency, and mainly it's the consistency with throwing those 4 pitches, or the inability to throw those 4 pitches that he has that Bert was talking about, over for strikes consistently. He has 4 major league pitches, but he really has to be able to throw them over when he wants to and has to, and he hasn't been able to do that game in, game out. Bert, you know, it's the good news is he's got that bulldog mentality. He wants the ball, he wants to get hitters out, but he's got to be able to fight through the tough times by finding a pitch that he can throw over the plate when he's struggling with another one.
Yeah, thank you, Roy. That's the biggest thing. And then also getting ahead in the count. You know, that's always important for a pitcher. You know, get some ground ball outs like in this situation right here. Work on that 2-seamer down and away. Change speeds. Try to get that ground ball right here.
1-1 to Moustakas. Flipped foul over the tarp, back into the seats. 1-2.
Swarzak in his 10 previous starts, his 26 appearances overall, only 4 double plays turned behind him. So telling me that fastball is pretty straight. You got to work on that 2-seamer, keep it down in the zone, keep the breaking ball down.
92 in off the plate.
Guys, I really like that pitch right there. He's one of the guys on the Twin staff that really is not afraid to pitch inside to guys. But the key, as you're alluding to, Bert, is he's got to be able to follow that up with a pitch that gets the hitter out.
Foul back. Rivera set up inside. Looked like the pitch drifted away from him and got up.
Yeah, early in the ball game, you know, usually I'm just going, what I try to do is just control my fastball down in the zone. Right now you're thinking 2-seam fastball down and away. Get me that ground ball.
Drive to right center. Benson heading over. He won't get this one either. Off the wall. To third is Perez. They'll hold him with another double for the Royals. And there have been 2 balls hit between Span and Benson in right center field already.
Now, on this pitch right here, looked like Swarzak tried to go down and away, but it didn't have that 2-seam spin on it, but it stayed up about thigh high. And Moustakas, who hit a home run, a line drive home run in last night's ball game, with a very solid swing, and another double for the Kansas City Royals. See Perez right there holding up, making sure that ball lands before he took over to third.
Here's Lorenzo Cain, 2 men in scoring position. Swarzak got out of a first inning situation with a line drive double play. Looking to get a strikeout or a pop up here. And a bouncer foul, 1 strike.
Cain is 25 years old. Came over in the Zach Greinke trade.
Jeff Francoeur benched for the rest of the season. Alex Gordon, Cabrera, their starting outfielders are done. Here's a little dribbler up the line, and there is no play. Now they've got the play, the runner behind third. A nice play by Plouffe sneaking in behind him, and Moustakas is tagged out for out number 2.
Yeah, very nice heads-up play by Trevor Plouffe. Danny Valencia had no chance on this swinging bunt off the bat of Cain. And it's Plouffe. Watch Plouffe right here react. Follow the runner. Pick up the runner right here. Danny fakes to first and then throws behind the runner right there. And Plouffe is right there to make the tag. So nice heads-up play by Trevor Plouffe. The old Bobby Grich. Get your foot or body in front of that bag.
1-0 Kansas City, but 2 out now. And there's a first pitch fastball. Strike 1 to Mitch Meyer. Swarzak has given up 4 hits to the first 7 batters. The last one a swinging bunt up the line, and now a big swing by Meyer. 0-2. Just off the inside corner, 1-2.
Swarzak, 26 years old, signed by the Twins in 2004 out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Came up in 2009, made 12 starts, 3 wins, 7 losses.
Swing and a miss ends the inning, but 3 hits in the first run of the game going to the Royals in the second. By Explore Minnesota. Visit exploreminnesota.com to plan your next Minnesota vacation today. That's the Iron Range Off-Highway Vehicle Recreation Area in Gilbert, Minnesota. It was mined until 1981. Contains iron ore pits, ore stockpiles, tailings basins. And take advantage of the recreational trails, scramble areas, training, and special events up there. Chris Parmalee leading off the second for the Twins. Up and in, ball 1. Parmalee, Plouffe, to Sony. Here in the Twins' second. Takes an off-speed pitch for a strike.
Yeah, good changeup right there. They say that that's his best pitch, is that very good changeup. Sullivan only 24 years old.
Fastball sails away.
Yeah, originally signed by the Angels back in 2005 out of San Diego, California, and then traded over to the Royals last year in July for Alberto Callaspo.
Here's a deep drive to right center field. Gone! A home run for Chris Parmalee, his 4th of the year.
Dick, I think you mentioned last night the importance of Parmalee not only hitting average-wise, but driving the ball. So important to an offense that has not had a lot of home runs this year. Parmalee, good swing, ball. We've seen him. He likes that ball down and can generate some power. That's a long way to hit a home run right there.
And just like that, it's a tie ball game. Here's Trevor Plouffe. Outside, ball 1. You know, the injuries, a key part of the disappointing season for the Twins. There's a rifle shot to right center field. Very well hit ball by Plouffe, who takes a big turn at first. Let's go to Robbie and Smikowski.
Well, guys, Jason Kubel into his final games here as a Minnesota Twin under contract. We hope he comes back next year. And you look at Jason Kubel and the productive numbers he put up power-wise from 2008 to 2010 in the top 20 amongst all the major categories. So Jason Kubel been a very productive member of the Minnesota Twins. Of course, this year has been a tough year with injuries and stuff. But talking to him before the game, he had some very fond memories as a Twin. Hitting the grand slam off Mariano Rivera, the cycle against the Anaheim Angels, which he hit the grand slam at the Metrodome back in '09, the multiple division titles. So I think, Dick and Bert, you and I, along with a lot of other Twins fans, are hoping that Jason Kubel can be re-signed and be back in a Twins uniform in 2012.
Absolutely, and that dovetails with the point I was about to make before about the Twins' lack of power. For whatever the reasons are, injuries are part of it. Morneau hasn't been able to provide much power. Mauer hasn't. But the Twins, as they look forward to 2012 and beyond, it's an area that simply needs to be addressed. Through one means or another, this team needs to start hitting more home runs. And to that end, Parmalee has made quite an impression here.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about right there. The Twins now have hit 102 home runs. That's the fewest in the American League.
1-1 to Tassoni. He sends a one-hop smash on the ground, and it'll be tag at second of Plouffe. I'm not sure that he didn't maybe get in there, but the call is made, and it's a 3 unassisted 6 double play.
Yeah, a tough play to read right there. Trevor Plouffe, about the only thing you could do, because Hosmer kind of caught this line drive off the ground, and then Trevor Plouffe, Hosmer decides he's going to go get the force out at first and then make the tag at second. See, Plouffe had to hold up, and now he's in no man's land. Not much Trevor Plouffe could do.
Here's Joe Benson, and there's a strike. The Twins hitting the ball pretty hard here in the second inning. They've tied it up. See where Benson can get started here with 2 gone in the inning. Breaking ball floats outside 1-1.
That's what I think Joe Benson's seeing a lot of, and that's breaking balls, off-speed pitches. There's another breaking ball missing.
And he went 1-2.
Well, you come up to the major league level from Double-A, where you've had pretty good year, and you find out, hey, at the major league level, you know, they can get the breaking ball over consistently, and you're going to be striking out a lot. And he has been as of late.
Parmalee with a long blast to right center, and we're tied at 1.
Second inning with Mike Moustakas up. Remember the double that he hit right there? I said, you got to get that ball down, Anthony Swarzak. Well, he did right there. What a difference between maybe about 6 or 7 inches, you know, where that ball creates that good downward plane, and the better result right there, Swarzak getting the strikeout of Mitch Meyer.
Royals hitting in the third, and it's Alcides Escobar leading things off. And from the pitching standpoint, I'm guessing that's probably one of the big differences between pitching in AAA or pitching up here. You can not make that pitch consistently and still get away with it in AAA, but you can make it 6-7 times out of 10. But it's the 3-4 times you don't. You really pay the price when you're facing big league hitters.
Well, you know what? You're going to make mistakes out there. You know, that ball didn't have the same sink to Moustakas that it did to Meyer, and he made the adjustment, so credit that. to Swarzak. He made the adjustment, got the strikeout.
Kloof over to Parmalee, 1 away. Twins were saddened last week to hear the passing of former employee Jeff Brockvogel. Jeff lived in Burnsville as a child, was a longtime Twins fan. He was only 35 years old. For 2 years, Jeff taught English and cultural awareness classes to minor league players in Fort Myers and at the Twins academies in the Dominican Republic and Venezuela. During his time with the Twins, Jeff had a great influence preparing prospects for their first trips to Fort Myers, and the Twins organization offers its condolences to Jeff's family and friends, and he is greatly missed. One down in the third. Here's Gerard Dyson.
And we send our condolences also.
Dyson takes a strike. Dyson tried to bunt his way aboard, hit a little pop-up back toward the mound, fielded by Swarzak. Swing and a miss, and Dyson's gone 2 away.
Yeah, Swarzak picking up his second strikeout. Good hard fastball there. Just overpowering Dyson.
Now Giavotella, who doubled to right center field in the first inning. Ball 1. "35 pitches, 26 strikes for Anthony Swarzak." So right now a 3-to-1 ball or strike to ball ratio.
Well, this is your last start of the year. You just got to air it out right here. You want to leave the season with a positive. And hopefully Swarzak will be able to do that. Good
That's a pitch Roy Smalley was talking about before to a left-handed batter.
Good fastball right there. Little movement.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, guys, and that impresses a hitter that you might come back in and not to hit him, but just because it's tough to hit the ball in there. Then you got to go back outside with something like Bert's talking about, being able to control the outside part of the plate. You get a guy looking for a ball inside, and a whole bunch of pitches open up. Fastball outside, slider outside, change up, but you got to be able to come back and throw a strike with it.
And it's repeating inside too.
Absolutely.
Driven to the left field corner. Be another extra base hit for Giavotella. Another Kansas City double. So with 2 outs, an extra base hit, and that'll bring up Billy Butler.
Bert, my point about that is when you come inside and show a guy a fastball and then come back right down the middle. I mean, he's looking for the ball hard in, middle in, and you got to throw something else other than that ball right in the middle when you've shown him in. Come back hard in there again, as you say, or throw something else down and away. But once you pitch a hitter, as a hitter, if I see the ball coming in on me, that gets my juices flowing. I said, okay, you're going to pitch me in. I'm looking for the ball middle in. I'm going to pull the ball, and that makes me vulnerable to other stuff. You got to be able to throw it somewhere else.
Well, you see the doubles that the Kansas City Royals have hit. Only Boston has hit more, and they got that green monster. Ouch.
Colbert with a nice stop and throw. He got him. A good play by Matt Colbert, throwing out Butler to end the inning.
Swarzak, but what a nice play by Matt Tolbert, and how many times does it happen?
Drive to right field, and Kane runs back and makes a nice catch on a pretty well hit ball off the bat of Matt Tolbert. Well, the Twins hitting the ball hard against O'Sullivan. Royals hitting the ball hard against Swarzak. Tied at 1. Here's Rene Rivera.
Like I said, how many times does that happen, in a ball game? Guy makes a great play and he leads off the inning.
What have we determined over the years it happens once every 9 times?
Yeah.
No, okay. Here's Rene Rivera. Drew Butera will catch Carl Pavano tomorrow. So this might be the last game that Rivera plays this year. Although the catchers have not completed games very often. The Twins have been behind in the late innings, and that's been a common pinch hitting spot. Lazy fly to left. Meyer there, out number 2. Educators are something new for you at Target Field. You can bring your class to Target Field for learning through baseball. A new and exciting program designed to help kids grow in their learning of math, science, art, and more. Visit twinsbaseball.com or call 612-659-3877 for more info. I was talking with one of the tour guides for this promotion. Listen, what they do with some of the younger kids is they talk about the angles of baseball. There's a bunt up the first base line. O'Sullivan can't pick it up, and Span reaches with what we presume will be a bunt single.
Well, we've been talking over the last 3 or 4 days about the importance of Bernard Span and Ben Revere learning how to bunt on a more frequent basis. And right there with 2 outs, Span, that's part of his game, bunt the ball down, and you know what? Maybe good things will happen. Sullivan fielding his position, grabs it, and then slips out of his hand. Maybe taking his eye off the ball, which he did right there. So Span an infield bunt single.
In position perhaps to steal a base. Span on the season 6 steals and 7 tries.
Oh, it was not a bunt single. They gave O'Sullivan an error. But he's on. That's the main important thing.
Breaking pitch covers the outside corner. It's down the left field line, but it's turning left. Foul by a couple of feet. Well, Roy, my partner up here has raised some objections in the past to guys bunting for trying to bunt for hits with 2 outs. How do you feel about that?
Well, you know how I feel, Dick. Bert and I are on exactly the same page with that. But I think both Bert and I will give Bernard Span a pass on this one. Last 2 games of the year, as Bert said, let's be a little bit more effective as a bunter. So go into the off season with I'd like to see him bunt a couple of times tonight, tomorrow, even if it is 2 outs. I don't mind it these last 2 games. How about you, Bert?
I agree. Line drive to Escobar right there to end the inning, and you know what? Span's got a chance to steal a base. So
there's your double right there. 3-4. And Chris Parmalee with 30% of the vote. As we head to the fourth inning, Eric Hosmer will lead things off against Anthony Swarzak.
Yeah, both starters throwing strikes. Swarzak 40 pitches, 29 strikes. O'Sullivan 27 pitches, 20 strikes.
And a first pitch up high to Hosmer, ball one. Salvador Perez, Mike Moustakas will follow. That hits the corner, 1-1. Two games in focus in the American League. New York and Tampa, they're tied at 2 in the 6th. Boston at Baltimore, the Red Sox leading the Orioles 5-3 in the 5th. 1-2. Swarzak has given up 5 hits, including 3 doubles already. Hosmer hit a fly to left his first time up. Right fastball got him, 1 down.
And third strikeout for Swarzak.
Focus in the National League, of course, surrounding the Atlanta Braves, whether they can hang on and win the National League wild card. And Chipper Jones had surgery on that right knee in July, an MRI today. He is in the lineup tonight against the Phillies, but the Phillies are leading 6-0 in the 6th. And the Astros are leading the Cardinals 5-0 in the 3rd.
Two good races, one in the American League, this the National League wild card race with Atlanta the 1-game lead.
And a base hit to left. 6th Royal hit. Perez getting his 2nd single.
First time up, Perez lining a fastball out over the plate to right field. Here, that 2-seamer coming in on Perez, opening up quickly and getting his 2nd hit. This one to left field.
Here's Moustakas. Doubled to right center field. And a strike. One other game of some interest in the American League. Don Cooper and the Chicago White Sox leading Toronto 1-0 in the 4th inning. Cooper will manage the last couple of games and get a contract extension out of the as a result of that. Here's a high fly to right. And Joe Benson with the catch. Here's out number 2.
Well, up here in the booth, our Circle Me Burt guests. We have Katie here celebrating your golden birthday. 27 years old on the 27th. My son Todd, his 27th birthday, his 39th birthday tonight. And also Robbie and Smikowski celebrating a birthday here. So, Katie, you're not alone. But I love your hat. I have one just like that. And do you know how many more days until my birthday? 193.
Swing and a foul. What on earth are we doing playing baseball on Robbie and Smikowski's birthday?
Robbie, happy birthday to you.
Not a national holiday. It's not that big of a deal, but no, we should all have the day off and go over to a party at Robbie's house tonight.
Tomorrow night we're going to party.
2 strikes.
I think Katie should go. They have the same birthday. Yeah, Robbie's going to ask Katie to come.
Two strikes. Missing the inside corner. And a foul off a leg. Still 1-2. Royals out hitting the Twins 6-2 so far, but we're still tied at 1.
Yeah, Swarzak's given up 6 hits, but no walks, 3 strikeouts. Throwing the ball over the plate. Ball just missing outside.
2-2. called third strike. Kane thought it was outside. Looked like it was outside from up here, but it ends the top of the fourth inning.
Pitcher's pitch. Look at that. Perfect.
Sports North is brought to you by Grand Casino. The best stories start here. And by AT&T. One apiece, our score will go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Danny Valencia will lead things off for the Twins. Valencia my pick in the pick the stick competition. I have this announcement to make. About 45 minutes ago, I called Anthony LaPanta, and I offered him my congratulations on winning the Pick the Stick competition.
Why?
And I pledged him my full support in the coming year. And
I think we need a new commissioner.
Well, there's some things.
We need to come up with different rules. A walk should be a point. Is there someone that we can, email or talk to about that? Do you know? Maybe at the Fox winter meetings. That would be a hot topic.
I think they're in Bozeman, Montana in January if you want to go. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Well, they're not coming down to Fort Myers, Florida?
But seriously, don't you think there ought to be a minimum level of participation? Anthony bops in, he does a few ball games, he bops out. Marnie gets all his points for him, and he gets his name on the trophy. I don't think that's right. If you're going to be a hitter, you want to win a batting title. I know this sounds like sour grapes.
It sounds like a whiner to me.
I know, but it's not. It's not. To win a batting title, you got to go to the 502 plate appearance, and somebody picked for him. Somebody picked for me.
Somebody picked for you, so they should be on your second place or third place.
Well, I'm in third now. The fans are ahead.
Good for the fans.
Into center field. Valencia gets me a point. It's not over with yet, folks. Needs to back that up with about 3 grand slams today, and I'll be right in there.
Well, looked like a breaking ball right here, and Danny, no fastball. And hits it right back up the middle. So the Twins get their third hit of the ball game, and what is that? Is that 8 or 9 points right there for a single?
Well, I don't know if he comes around to score. I don't know. I just... Marnie, Kevin Gordon, they get all of LaPanta's points, and his name's going to go up on the trophy. Here's Parmalee. He homered.
Just do what I do. Pick whoever you want. It doesn't matter. Just a game.
Well, I do think.
Have you seen the trophy?
Yes, I presented that to Anthony last year. I furthermore think that we ought to name the trophy after the guy who won it the very first year. Much like they do, with the Super Bowl trophies, the Lombardi trophy.
Fox puts up some cash, and then you'll see us start to really care.
Yeah. I think the trophy ought to be called the Bramer Trophy, but that's just my
own thing.
You're going to get the bank to sponsor it?
I got to buy naming rights to the trophy now? No, me.
Oh,
because I won the competition the first year. Vince Lombardi's Packers won the Super Bowl the first year. Here's a fly to left center. And it's carrying out near the track, but within range of Meyer. He makes the catch, one away. Valencia looks at a tag and then changes his mind.
Good changeup right there by O'Sullivan, and Armley just hitting it the other way.
Car Soup email question comes from Brian Russell of Mankato. He says, what do we think is the Twins' biggest need for the offseason?
Well, first of all, they need everybody to get healthy. That's number one. And, of course, being a former pitcher, starting staff, bullpen improvement. Offensively, you mentioned earlier, Twins would like to hit more home runs, especially in today's game.
To me, and I was just talking with a current member of the Twins pitching staff about it today, got to have a shortstop. Got to have a reliable shortstop.
I wonder who you were talking to.
You're right. I know who you're guessing, and you're right. But you've got to have somebody, for lack of a better comparison, like Alcides Escobar. Somebody, when the ball's hit to him, you know it's an out.
Well, winning clubs win up the middle. You have to be strong up the middle. You need Joe Mauer back behind the plate. You need a shortstop and a second baseman that are going to be there on a regular basis, and you need a healthy Denard Span.
Old foul.
Any winning ball club that win a lot of ball games and get into the World Series are always solid up the middle.
2-1 to Plouffe. He's been one of several shortstops the Twins have tried this year. There's a ball hit hard. Meyer back to make the catch. Plouffe has hit 2 balls right on the button. Out number 2. And that'll bring up to Sony.
Well, that's a little breaking ball right there. And Tassoni, good solid swing right here, but Meyer has got good speed, goes back quickly to get that line drive out.
Now, who's your shortstop on the '79 Pirates?
That was Plouffe that hit that ball.
Right.
Tim Foley.
Tim Foley. Mm-hmm. Now that ball gets to the backstop, and that'll allow Valencia to go to second. Now, there were shortstops with stronger arms and greater range than Tim Foley, but as I recall him as a player, he was very steady, reliable, and made the routine plays every time out.
Oh, yeah. And we also, in '87, we had Greg Gagne.
Right.
And Gags could cover some ground, great arm.
Here's Tassoni now with a 1-0 count. Hit to the outfield might put the Twins in front.
And Gags also part of the '91 World
There's
Series.
Another wild pitch. And the ball goes off the field of play, advancing Valencia just the one more base.
Yeah, back-to-back wild pitches. And they say that's one thing that Perez needs to work on a little bit. This one young 21-year-old on this ball in the dirt. Saw him try to get in front of it, but he kind of turned his body a little bit, and that allows that ball to go to his right. Back-to-back wild pitches for Sean O'Sullivan.
2-0 to Tassoni. And now 3-0 with Benson on deck. Tassoni green lighted on 3-0. Been swinging the bat well, has gotten some big hits for the Twins, and the manager let him take a rip.
Hey, you know what? Even though the average at 200 for Tassoni, he has made very good contact. Even in his first at bat, he hit the ball right on the button. But Hosmer made a nice little short-handed play, retired him at first, and then got Plouffe at second base.
A little roller to second, and it'll end the inning. Twins get a leadoff single, leave Valencia at third. On to the fifth in a 1-1 game. nice night here at Target Field. And a quick start to the ball game, one apiece going to the fifth. Anthony Swarzak will pitch to Mitch Meyer, Alcides Escobar, and Jarrod Dyson. Yankees are leading the Rays 3-2, bottom of the sixth. And strike one. Twins and Royals both looking forward to 2012. And it will be a different American League Central without Ozzie Guillen in the middle of it. What do you think of all that?
Well, you know what? Ozzie Guillen lives in Miami. There's been rumors about that for a while. So, you know, it's finally decided that they made a little trade. And the Florida Marlins getting the opportunity to negotiate with Ozzie Guillen. They're going into that new stadium. His coach, bench coach, Joey Cora, going with them.
1-2 to Meyer. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Swarzak.
Yeah, strikeout number 5 and getting Meyer for the second time.
Good part of the Twins White Sox rivalry over the last several years was centered around Ozzie Guillen, his respect for the Twins, the admiration he had for the Twins organization, and we'll miss that. The antics, the press briefings will be more suitable for children.
Well, you know, even Paul Konerko, who's been there forever, he's come out and said he'll miss Ozzie Guillen. You know, he goes not back on that bench, and Ozzie very vocal. He'll let everybody know. He's pretty straightforward, you know, and he said he'll miss that guy yelling at the end of the bench at us, whether it be good or bad.
1 strike to Escobar. Get him in the back, and he'll take first base.
They're trying to go inside, and Escobar gets hit on the left side, on the shoulder. So Swarzak hitting a batter, his 6th of the year.
So Escobar aboard, Dyson at the plate. On a related note to Guillen going to Florida, his former catcher is going to be an analyst for the Fox network for the baseball coverage in the playoffs and World Series. Anthony John Pierzynski will be doing some more TV work in October. Dyson bunted in the air to the mound and then struck out in the third.
You know, keep an eye on Escobar. 26 stolen bases in 35 attempts. Royals like to run 152 stolen bases on a year.
Foul back.
Swarzak pretty quick home too. He'll utilize that slide step. Change how long he holds that ball in that set position, so the runner cannot time him that way.
6 stolen base attempts, 3 successful against Swarzak and whoever his catcher might be. 2 strikes. Now Dyson struck out on a high fastball in the third inning and seemed, at least in that at bat or on that pitch, to be overmatched. We'll see if they go back upstairs and try to get him again. Rivera sets up inside. There's the fastball, and he throws to an empty base. The runner didn't go. He bluffed, and there was no one there, and Rivera fired the ball into center field.
You know, it's got to be hard as a catcher right there. You don't see this too often, but what Escobar did is he took a couple quick steps towards second base, and I don't know, somebody yelled or something. There he goes. You know, the dugouts are so close, and maybe it was the Kansas City Royals that were screaming out, there he goes.
I don't think I've ever seen that. He took 2 steps, but he had stopped before Swarzak even delivered the ball to the plate.
An error will be charged on Rivera. Swarzak gets a strikeout, his 6th of the ball game.
Well, here's Giavotella, who's already got a couple of ringing doubles in tonight's game. High and tight, ball one.
Guys, hey guys, I'm standing here, as you know, not far from first base. I've got a pretty good idea what happened. I'm watching Escobar and seeing if he's going to get a jump and try to steal. And I thought he got a pretty good read. I was watching Swarzak. He took 2 or 3 hard steps, as you said, and Rivera saw him out of the corner of his eye and then had to go back to the pitch. And I don't think he ever looked again. He just was convinced he was going and had a pretty good jump and knew he was going to have to be in a hurry. And he just never looked again whether or not he was still going.
Well, Roy, you know what? The dugouts are so close to home plate. Could somebody have yelled, "There he goes," because Escobar did look like he was going to take off.
He convinced me he was going. I thought he had a pretty good jump, actually, on the quick move by Swarzak. And I think that really influenced Rene Rivera. I think he saw him out of the corner of his eye and thought, oh, I got to be in a hurry. He's got a good jump, and never looked back. I didn't hear anybody down here yell. It could have happened. I was, like I said, I was paying attention to Swarzak's front knee and the runner, whether he got it. I was trying to see whether he could get a good jump on that quick move. So I didn't really hear if anybody yelled, but I'm pretty sure the catcher just was convinced of it and never looked back.
And then Dyson standing up there as a left-handed batter could have screened him a little bit, but still, I don't believe I've ever seen that happen. And now Rivera to the mound to talk to Swarzak about this 1-2 pitch.
Well, it wasn't a bad throw, really. I mean, it was, on the second base side. If he had taken off, he may have been able to get him. I thought he released the ball very nicely and, got the span in a hurry, had something behind it.
It was a great throw.
Yeah.
If the runner goes, he's out.
Oh, yeah.
Now he's going to third.
Now he's going.
And it's fouled back. So this has all been created because Swarzak hit him in the back with a pitch. Then the throw to, as good a throw as it was, to an empty base. And now he tries to steal third. 1-2 to Johnny Giavotella.
Giavotella, I haven't seen a lot of this young man, but he's a pretty good hitter. He hit very well down in AAA, hit .338 in 110 games. Already a couple doubles in this ball game.
2-2.
This guy looks like a little spark plug right here.
He really does, Bert. I really like these young Royals hitters. I haven't seen Giavotella much and Moustakas much, but I really like their mechanics at the plate, and I like how aggressive they are.
2-2 now to the Royals second baseman. Changeup lifted foul and out of play.
Boy, with that swing right there, that follow through, that reminded me of Kevin Seitzer right there, the hitting coach for the Royals. Very good major league hitter.
Talked about Seitzer last night when we mentioned Cabrera getting 200 hits. What we didn't tell you is Seitzer did it in his rookie season, 1987. There's Kevin Seitzer. Two and two. High fastball fills the count. Butler on deck.
71 pitches for Swarzak, 51 strikes. No walks in a ball game yet, 6 strikeouts.
Curveball tapped towards short. Backhanded by Plouffe. Comes up firing. Good play by Trevor Plouffe. Strong throw. Got Giavotella to end the inning.
Lottery winner's circle. This right here is $100 in Minnesota State Lottery tickets that I have for Marcella Burt from New Brighton. How about this? 95 years old, Twins fan, and she's still swinging. 5 kids, 16 grandkids, and 22 great-grandkids. And get this, all 16 of her grandkids have graduated from college. Now, Marcella, how proud are you of those 16 grandkids to see them all graduate? How happy are you to see your kids graduate?
Real happy. I really think it's really special.
And it's special to have Bert circle you. I know it's special for him, and we're glad you're here, Marcella.
Thank you.
Here you go, Bert.
Yeah, thank you very much, Robbie. And again, happy birthday to you. Robbie, I believe, was what, 18 today?
1-1. And now 2-1 to Joe Benson. He'll be followed by Matt Tolbert and Rene Rivera.
You know, it's my oldest son's birthday, 39 years old, and I asked him this morning, how did you get older than me?
Wow.
Yeah.
And he went 2-2.
Mentally, he's been older than me for a long, long time.
So you've gotten to a certain point and you're regressing in your maturity, intelligence.
Lost that a long time ago.
2-2 to Benson.
Never been the brightest apple on the tree.
High and deep to center.
Yep.
Dyson going back, making the catch. 1 away. We have just 2 trivia questions left this year, and it'll be another perfect year for us if we can get them right. Which Twins player has the most career home runs against the Royals?
Well, Jim Thomey's no longer here, is he?
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to go with either Mr. Herbeck or Mr. Gaetti. Up and away, ball 1 to Tolbert. Tolbert hit a liner to the gap in right center field, hauled in by Kane on the first pitch of the 3rd inning. I'm going to go with Herbie. I think it's Ken Herbeck. Oh, and that got Jerry White.
Oh, boy, there are going to be some guys laughing on the bench here.
A sniper here at Target Field has dropped Jerry White.
He derailed Jerry, and there's one of them right there. We've got one smile. We're going to have more. Got one up here. There's some more smiles. Jerry trying to get out of the way. Watch out, Jerry. Oh, right in the left shin.
This one powdered pretty good to the gap. And Tolbert has stung the ball twice here today. He finally gets a hit with one out here in the 5th.
There's another smile.
Tolbert locked in on his base running here.
Hosmer laughing at him too.
Here's Rene Rivera.
Tolbert's still trying to pick up the signs from Steve Little.
Rivera hit a fly to left his first time up. And ball 1.
Good pitch count for Sean O'Sullivan. 54 pitches, 34 strikes. No walks, 1 strikeout.
Tolbert goes, and Rivera skies one to center. Out number 2. And before Denard Span comes to the plate, we could visit the official online shop of the Minnesota Twins at twinsbaseball.com. Browse the largest online selection of authentic team gear, including official caps, t-shirts, jerseys, collectibles, and more. Get your team gear straight from the source. Shop the twinsbaseball.com shop. 2 down. Here's Span. Trying to bunt his way aboard. Reached on an O'Sullivan error. A 69-mile-per-hour curve, and strike 1. Span watches it down and in. 1-1. Hit to the corner. Tolbert flying around second. Flying around third. Heading home, and he'll score. Span to third with an RBI double or triple. And the Twins take a 2-1 lead.
Oh, and that's what Denard Span needs right there. Some good quality at-bats going into the winter. You know, a couple days ago, he's in a lineup in Cleveland. He said, you know, he had a little bit of a headache waking up, but as the day went on, he felt better. Look at this swing right there. Very good, solid swing by Span, driving that ball down the right field line. Kane has to go retrieve it. And the cutoff man, you see the ball slowed up right there, but Tolbert scores. And the Twins take a 2-1 lead.
And now here's Ben Revere. Outside ball one. They give him a double or a triple?
They gave him a triple.
All right.
That's his 5th triple of the year, driving in his 16th run.
On the outside corner, 1-1.
Revere 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. That stopped a career-high 13-game hitting streak he was on.
The ball hard as last time up, lining out to Escobar, and now to left center field. Diving attempt, it gets by the center fielder. Revere rounds first, on his way to second, on his way to third. He will be held up, and he's running through the stop sign, and he's tagged out. Steve Little tried to stop him, and Revere, for the second time this year, is thrown out at home, trying for an inside the park home run. Revere backs up Span's triple with one of his own, and it was almost a little bit better. For him at home plate, but a curveball. The center fielder Dyson made an attempt for a catch, and the ball got by him, and then all bets are off.
I'll tell you what, this guy can fly right here. Watch Steve Little right here. Too bad a third base coach can't tackle him right there, but a nice little short hop catch right there by Perez, or he might have been safe.
That was a heck of a play by Perez. A short hop catch. Guy's got his mask on. He's got a catcher's mitt. And he scoops it up like a shortstop and puts the tag on Revere. But the Twins get a pair of triples with 2 out to take a 2-run lead.
And Revere picking up his 5th triple, as Span did. But Revere driving in his 30th run, and the Twins have a 3-1 lead.
Here's Billy Butler leading off the 6th. Ball 1. All right. Due to time constraints, we fast forward past the 6th inning, and we'll pick up the game in the 7th. Can we do that? Sixth inning has not been kind to the Twins.
It was last night a 1-2-3 inning. That's what Swarzak would like to have. He hasn't had one yet.
What game were you watching last night?
Was it? You know what? I looked at our side. Yeah,
that's the problem.
Runs. Yeah, I looked at
4 runs on 6 hits in the 6th inning last night.
Okay, we'll fast forward. Swarzak would like to have a 1-2-3 inning. Do it here in the 6th inning.
3-1 to Butler. Had me scared there for a while.
I was on the wrong page.
And there's an opening hit for Butler. And he'll round first and dig for second. Revere with a throw not in time. So it's a leadoff double in what inning? The 6th inning.
Well, Butler with another double, his 43rd of the year.
And it'll bring up Eric Hosmer.
Royals have 7 hits, 4 doubles here tonight. Taking that ball right down the third baseline.
Never seen a team get so many doubles. It seems like every other hit is a double. In this case,
it's a good hitting ball club.
Hosmer's 0 for 2. Ball 1.
That's why you have to think, Dick, if the Kansas City Royals can go out and get some quality starters to, work some good innings, 200+ innings. This is a ball club maybe to look at the division next year and say, we got a chance to maybe win the division. Now, last year they hit well. They hit 270 last year as a ball club, but they didn't score the runs they're scoring this year. Right now, they've scored 727 runs. It's about 120 more runs than the Twins have this year.
Bert, I think they have a pennant contending, division contending lineup. I think their offense is really, really good.
It's going to fall in front of Revere. And it's a base hit, and Hosmer gets a bloop single. First and third, nobody out.
You're right about them needing starting pitching. I think their young bullpen's going to be pretty good. But when you look at the way you set up a lineup, they have Butler and Francoeur from the right side. They've got Gordon and Hosmer from the left. Moustakas looks like he's going to be a good hitter. I think they've got a lot of good offense. And they went out and got the shortstop. They gave up some pitching with giving up Greinke for Escobar, but I think Escobar is going to win more games defensively than Greinke did for him. I like the club a lot if they can find some starting pitching.
Here's Perez, a pair of singles, one to right, one to left. Down the line, but foul. His catch. I think, you talked about it before, Bert. The second tier of prospects that they have that are so highly regarded. They brought up Moustakas and Hosmer, the catcher, the second baseman, but it's the guys they left behind that might be valuable trade chips for them. One strike to Perez. This one grounded towards short.
Turn it.
And an errant throw by Plouffe. He gets the force at second, but the throw into the dugout will allow the batter Perez to go to second.
Yeah, you got to get a double play on that ball right there. That's a tailor-made double play. Plouffe just has to catch it. Has plenty of time to make a good throw over to first. He's right there, step on the bag, but you see the throw on the infield side into the Twins dugout. Into the camera well there. And Perez will get to second base.
So it's a 3-2 ball game, and the tying runs at second because of the error. There's a drive to right. And Benson makes a catch out number 2. And that'll bring up Lorenzo Cain. Window Concepts, window of opportunity. Speaking well for Swarzak's chances to be on this pitching staff next year.
Yeah, I think Rick Anderson, Ron Gardenhire, very happy at Swarzak, what he's been able to do. Maybe not as a starter, he struggled a little bit, but as a long man, that's kind of the way he started. And then you always need these guys to step up. And They feel that Swarzak, they kind of put that bulldog type of name on him. The guy that just goes out and will give you everything he's got. Very aggressive.
Bouncer to third. Valencia has it.
Hey, a better sixth inning.
Just one allowed, one error. The Twins still lead by one.
Of the season here. We are talking partly cloudy skies, pretty comfortable with our temperature around 71 degrees.
A very nice night for the season finale tomorrow.
Yeah, they won't need those hats tomorrow night.
No. Expect to see a lot of those out and about this winter. We have a 3-2 ball game here. And at Target Field next April. Looking at the schedule for next year, we'll have some early April games here against the Angels and the Rangers. I got a sweep in the Rangers. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to come up here and play in the middle of April. Here's Valencia leading off the Twins 6. Into short right field.
Oh, that's trouble.
More pick six or pick the stick points for me.
Well, you could see right off the bat right there, that ball was going to bloop into right field. So Valencia picks up his second hit.
Here comes Parmalee, but before that, our AT&T trivia question. My answer is Kent Herbeck. Might be Torrey Hunter.
I'll go with the Rat, Gary Gaetti.
Okay, all right. And it is Kent Herbeck, 23. And a memorable one, I remember in Kansas City, Kent hit his 250th career home run down the left field line at Kauffman Stadium. There's Chris Parmalee, hit his 4th Major League home run. Into the seats above the scoreboard in right center field. Now it's early and Parmalee's only played a handful of games here, but you brought up a good point. It takes a pretty good poke to hit that ball out where he hit it, and it's nice to see somebody undaunted by the dimensions here saying, okay, it's a poke out there, but I've got enough juice to do it.
Yeah. And that you know, we saw Jim Thome hit the second deck up there.
Right.
Haven't seen too many home runs where Parmalee has hit that ball. You have that high wall of about 30 feet with that 403 sign. He smoked it.
Now another one to right field, down in front of Kane, and the inning starts promisingly for the Twins with a pair of singles.
Parmalee continues to hit.
Time for the CenturyLink high-speed pitch.
Paul Sullivan, he's been clocked as high as 91. Anthony Swarzak at 93. And Bob McClure coming out to the mound to talk to his big right-hander. Quick trip to the mound.
Cardinals have tied the Astros 5-5 in the 5th. Atlanta got one in the bottom of the 9th, but they're still trailing 7-1. Boston leading Baltimore 7-4, bottom of the 7th. And the Rays have come back with a 3 spot in the 7th to take a 5-3 lead over the Yankees.
Been Mazzaro warming up on his birthday. Birthdays all around.
Wow.
September 27th.
Plouffe, the hitter, he's stung the ball twice, singling to right center field in the 2nd. And then lining out to left in the 4th. One and 0 to Trevor Plouffe.
Robbie just dropped this. It's also Mike Schmidt's birthday. Robbie and Smikowski.
Like he and Mike are tight.
Tight.
To left field and down for a hit. They're going to hold up the runner at third. And the bases are loaded with 3 singles. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters all connect here for base hits to start the 6th inning.
Good piece of hitting right there by Plouffe. He gets his 2nd hit. So Valencia picking up his 2nd hit as Parmalee did, and now Trevor Plouffe hitting it sharply in the left field, loads the bases with nobody out, and here comes manager Ned Yost to make a pitching change.
Twins out hitting the Royals now 9-8. They've got a lead, chance to break the game open a bit in the 6th. Elements of Arby's and Fox Sports North. Pick up an Arby's It's Good Mood food code card every Friday at any participating Arby's. Then log on to foxsportsnorth.com, click on the Fan Zone tab, and enter the code for the chance to win. You've got to be a member of the Fan Zone. You've got to be 18 or older. Visit foxsportsnorth.com for more info.
Well, maybe the 6th inning for the Twins will be as good as it has been for the opposing teams as of late. Vin Mazzaro making his 7th appearance. 3 times he's been up and down with the Royals this year. Twins saw a little bit about him when he was with the Oakland A's. Celebrating his 25th birthday here tonight.
The numbers aren't very good. 25 earned runs, 25 in the 3rd innings. But 14 of those earned runs came in 1 relief appearance. He took one for the team. And then he took a bus ticket to Omaha. 14 earned runs in 1 relief outing. Bases loaded, nobody out. Tassone at the plate. And a drive to right field. Tassone lifts one up and out.
Rene Tassone hitting his first career grand slam, his 5th Major League home run. In the bottom of the 6th inning. So far, so good. 4 runs put on the board.
He's delivered so many big hits. It's a shame the Twins haven't won more ball games. Got the big game-winning walk-off hit the last game of the last homestand. Big home run that allowed the Twins to win the finale in Cleveland. And now a first-pitch grand slam to break the game open, at least for the time being, at 7-2. Here's Benson. Swing and a miss, 2 strikes. And far too few smiles in that Twins dugout the last 2 months. Benson just short center. Dyson got a very late break on it, but he glides in to make the catch 1 away.
Well, not wasting any time. Tassone jumping on that first fastball right into the hit zone. Wow. You gotta love that. Twins' last 9 hitters, they have 4 singles, 2 triples, and the home run, the grand slam.
There's Tolbert swinging a miss. Now, going back to the very beginning of the season, if you'd have said that in the next to last day of the season, the 3, 4, 5, and 6 hitters would be Valencia, Parmelee, Plouffe, and Tassone, and that those 4 guys would get 4 hits and score 4 runs, would have meant either something really good had happened over the course of the season or something really bad, I guess. The first grand slam by a Twins player in this ballpark. Bouncer to second. Tolbert retired. Out number 2.
Still can't believe it. Big smile. Luke Hughes saying, look at the camera. Look at the camera.
Two down, and here's Rene Rivera. And Mazzaro gets the 3 outs needed, but not until Tassone hits his very first pitch deep into the seats in right for a grand slam, and it's 7-2. Taking the lead on the Yankees. If both teams win, if Boston and Tampa Bay win, it's going to be a fascinating game, a couple of games tomorrow. David Price is going to go for the Rays tomorrow against someone for the Yankees. And to be determined, and also to be determined, it's the Red Sox and Orioles playing one more time tomorrow night.
You might see game 163 for both those ball clubs, too.
Which will be played in Tampa Bay because they have the edge in the season series, much like for the very same reason the Twins hosted the Tigers 2 years ago. The Rays will host the Red Sox.
And what Chicago did 3 years ago, they had home field advantage over the Twins.
Yeah, but that was the Twins were the beneficiary of the rule change when they hosted Detroit. Remember, the Twins beat the White Sox in the season series, and I'm trying to remember why we played in Chicago.
Well, it wasn't a coin flip.
That's right. It was the coin flip.
It was a
That's
coin
right.
flip, right.
And then they stopped coin flipping after that because the Twins, I think, by a margin of 11-7, had the edge on the White Sox and were confounded as to why they couldn't host a home game, the playoff game.
That's right. Well, Anthony Swarzak given a 5-run lead, starting his 7th inning of work.
Working against Mitch Meyer, working ahead of him here. He fell behind the early hitters in the 6th and pitched well to keep the damage to a minimum in that 6th inning. 1-2. And now 2-2.
Well, I mentioned in my scouting report for Swarzak, so far this year in 6 starts here at Target Field, he's 0-6. So get a chance to win here in Minnesota for the 2nd time. His first win came at the Metrodome.
Popped up, foul and out of play. 90 pitches on the night for Swarzak. Meyer, Escobar, and Dyson. Poked to right and a base hit. There's a bat for Meyer. Kept the at bat alive and golfed one into right for a leadoff single. Gopher Football with Jerry Kill is your home for Gopher Football. Update on the health of the coach. Get to know one of the Gophers' veteran leaders. Preview of the Big Ten season. All this and more on Gopher Football with Jerry Kill tomorrow at 6. Only on Fox Sports North. I'm guessing I don't know this, but well, we hope Jerry Kill is there to do the taping of the show.
Our thoughts and prayers are with Jerry Kill.
Never met the man, but he's got a lot of people pulling for him and hoping for the very best. So yes, we hope for a speedy recovery for the head coach. 1 strike to Alcides Escobar, hit by a pitch in the 5th, and now 0-2.
Good fastball there by Swarzak. Good location away.
Field a base hit, so the 8 and 9 batters get hits here to open up the 7th inning.
Well, Meyer hit a ball down. Good piece of hitting right there. Escobar taking that fastball the other way. Very good piece of hitting. Escobar picking up his first hit of the ball game, as Meyer did. The Royals with their 10th hit of the ball game.
And now Gerard Dyson, who has struck out twice.
Got to take the bunt away from this guy right here.
The Royals are down by 5 runs, but Dyson might be asked to bunt anyway. Got a hard time making contact, and he takes ball 1. Made contact on a bunt attempt and bunted it in the air to Swarzak to start the ball game. Very high twice, and it's 2-0.
And Rick Anderson going to go out and try to settle down Swarzak, leaving some pitches up. Now Meyer again hit a pretty good pitch down. 96 pitches for Swarzak. Very good strike to ball ratio. Not walked a batter. Tied a career high so far with 6 strikeouts.
and Jose Maharis warming up. Both of them just starting tossing down in the bullpen. Caps after the Meyer at bat, and Maharis joining him after the Escobar at bat. So 2-0 now to Dyson. Each team now with 10 hits. Twins have the 2 home runs. There's a strike. Down the left field line, a foul ball. Revere, nice running catch. Ben Revere right in front of the wall, and he makes a nice catch on the warning track.
Wow, what a great catch right there. That'll jar your back right there. Ben Revere making contact with that short fence down that left field line. His speed caught up to this ball. Watch Ben go hard right there, make the catch, and then bangs into the wall. Back gives away a little bit, but gets the ball back in. Great running catch. Great concentration by Revere.
Talk about outfield range. You think about on balls in play in fair territory, but Revere with a nice catch. And as it turns out, it'll be the last batter Swarzak faces, and he gets a nice standing O from the crowd here at Target Field.
Down of saying good job, and 4 of the last 5 starts for Swarzak have been quality starts. It's up to Matt Capps to get out of this inning. Couple runners on with 1 out. That's making his 69th relief appearance. A free agent at the end of the year. Don't know if he'll be in the game tomorrow. You wonder if this might be his last appearance in a Twins uniform. Capps coming over last year did such a great job as a closer when he was traded over from the Nationals.
Johnny Giavotella will hit first and second, 1 away. Giavotella hit a couple of crisp doubles against Swarzak. One of the reasons Swarzak was taken out before he could hit here in the 7th. Capps turns him away, up and in, ball 1. Corner. fouled back. Caps last year as a Twin after the trade. 27 innings, 24 hits, 8 walks, all the numbers of the 21 strikeouts, 1 home run in 27 innings. The big difference for Caps this year, 10 home runs allowed.
Well, he's left some pitches up. He also got 16 saves last year. 42 overall. 26 for the Nationals and then 16 for the Twins.
Fouled back, leaving some pitches up. Now when Caps is on, it's in the bottom third of the Fox zone, and that ball's sinking and darting and diving.
Yeah, just leaving some pitches up, trying to overthrow a little bit.
But that's how you give up 10 home runs too, leaving pitches up there.
That's how I gave up 51 here.
Well, look where those 4 pitches are there in Fox Tracks, and he's always excelled at getting in the bottom third of the square or rectangle there.
There's a good one.
And a called third strikeout, number 2.
Shaving the corner. Caps picks up a strikeout.
So 2 down with Caps striking out Giavotella. And here is Butler, who doubled and scored in the 6th. Big swing and a miss. Cutter at 90 miles per hour. That ball had a little sideways movement.
You know, if you really concentrate and get that ball down and away like he did right there, that ball will move from time to time. It's when you kind of lead with your palm a little bit, the ball flattens out.
Up high, 1-1.
See him get underneath that ball just a little bit, and I always talk about the work part of pitching is out front. Got to really bend that wrist at the end, and that creates that ball at a better angle toward home plate.
The same pitch in the same spot, got a swing and a miss. But again, the pitches are still left up.
Yeah, Butler, you know, he's such a good hitter, this guy here. Hit .318 last year. Career 300 hitter, drive in some runs, uses a whole field.
One and 2 to Billy Butler. High fly, deep left center field. Span is over. The inning is over.
Good job by Caps.
Couple of singles do no damage. Time for the 7th inning stretch, brought to you by Medica.
Yeah, Chris Parmalee hitting his 4th home run at the major league level. And then Ben Revere, after the Denard Span triple, he tried for an inside the park home run, running right through the stop sign, but a nice little play by Perez, tagging him out at home. And then in the 6th inning, a grand slam by Rene Tassoni. His first career grand slam, the first grand slam hit by a Twin here at Target Field. And for Tassoni, his 5th home run in his career.
Here's Denard Span taking a strike. Span hit a 2-out triple that drove in a run in the 5th inning. He pulled it into the right field corner. One and one. One might have gotten home plate umpire Mark Carlson. We saw Perez last night, not really regularly catching the ball, the pitches.
They got Eric Cooper last night.
That's right. Right back to the mound. Lazaro has it, and one away. Pepsi Max in-game box score.
The 3, 4, 5, and the 6 hitters, very good. A triple, of course, by 2 triples by Span and Revere, but Danny Valencia with a couple hits. Parmalee with a home run. He picked up another hit. And Trevor Plouffe with a couple singles, and then the grand slam by Rene Tassoni.
Here's Ben Revere, tripled in front of and then behind Gerard Dyson, and made an attempt for an inside the park home run, and for the 2nd time this year was thrown out at home. Remember the first time he got that triple and was trying to score an inside the park home run, and I don't know who the catcher was anymore, but Revere was giving away about 60 pounds to him, and he just went into him, crashed into him like a linebacker.
Well, you see the defense right there. You see Tyson where he's going to sneak in over to left center, very shallow.
If Revere can hit it over the second base umpire Tim Timmons, he will get an inside the park home run. 1 and 2. And now 2 and 2. Up the line and foul. And Revere, of course, in the top of this inning, with the Royals getting a couple of hits to start the inning. Revere runs into foul territory and gets that all-important first out. A foul fly.
That was a great catch by Ben Revere.
And a little roller. Giavotella for the second out. And that'll bring up Valencia. Final game of the season tomorrow night here at Target Field, and you can be part of the finale as tickets are available. And before the game, one final salute to Twins radio broadcaster John Gordon. Call 800-33-TWINS or visit twinsbaseball.com to secure your tickets for the final game here at Target Field this year.
25 years. John Gordon has broadcast Twin games.
Strike one. Up the line foul. John reminded me yesterday that he and I did a whole bunch of spring training games together on the radio a long time ago, and I had forgotten that. Herb Carneal was not doing many spring training games back then, and so they asked me to, boy, be John's partner. That's the best way to put it. No one could fill in for Herb. And, John's going to be missed. It's a long time. And a lot of baseball games and a lot of great moments. 2-2 to Valencia.
Yeah, you're going to miss just a person that he is, too. Good family man, just a great guy. But this winter, I'll be trying to take some quarters from him on the golf course.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I know.
You might win in golf, but good luck getting the money. Hit hard to center. Dyson got a good break on it. And ends the inning. To the 8th.
We're going to get a pocket full of quarters.
Now you can get 20 crispy chicken McNuggets for just $4.99 at McDonald's. And by CenturyLink. Quest is now CenturyLink. Visit CenturyLink.com to learn more.
Twins leading by 5, 6 outs to go. Glenn Perkins will be asked to get 3 of them.
Yeah, Matt Capps getting the 2 outs he needed to end the 7th inning. Now the 8th inning will be started by Glenn Perkins, hopefully finished by Glenn Perkins, making his 65th appearance on the season. 60 2/3 innings, only 54 hits allowed, 21 walks, 5 intentional with 65 strikeouts. Perkins has had a very solid year out of that bullpen.
First pitch line to Valencia, and the first out can't come any quicker.
This copyrighted telecast presented by the authority of the Minnesota Twins and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Oh, I'm going to miss reading this over the winter. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Minnesota Twins, LLC. After the game tomorrow, I'm just going to take that card home with me.
Okay.
Put it right in my library. And you know where my library is.
I've been to your library.
You have?
Yeah. You remember years ago I took a tour of your house?
Not my library.
Yeah.
You went swimming in my pool. I had to take the water out after that with that little alligator. Remember that? You still have the alligator? You took it home with you. I turned the pool into a big planter.
It's too late in the season to risk anything. 2 down. Time for a promo. Great collector's item now available at Best Buy, the Twins merchandise outlets, and at twinsbaseball.com. A compilation of the full broadcast of the 7 games of the 1991 World Series, along with a brand new documentary entitled Magic in Minnesota, are packaged together now on the shelves. It's available at Best Buy and Twins merchandise outlets and twinsbaseball.com.
Nice going, Gino. I could watch that over and over. What a series that was.
Moustakas, the hitter. One and one. hanging in the air. Benson coming in, and it'll drop for a 2-out single.
Yeah, Moustakas picking up his second hit of the ball game, not hitting it very hard, but in the right spot. We saw Danny Valencia kind of lead off the 6th inning with that little bloop into right field. And Moustakas getting the 11th hit for the Royals here tonight. His second.
Here's Lorenzo Cain, and this is an aberration. The Twins have been on the other end of this so many times. Here's a drive to center. Span going back. Makes the catch on the track. Now Perkins got tattooed pretty good in the 8th inning, but he comes off the field with just a base hit and 3-line drive out.
Oh, he had him popping up.
Target Field as they try to avoid the 100th loss of the season tonight. We're going to talk about it all with Roy Smalley and Anthony LaPanta on Twins Live, presented by CenturyLink, featuring the Toyota postgame wrap, Renee Tassoni's Grand Slam. The big blast tonight, first Grand Slam ever hit here at Target Field. We're going to talk about pitching inside. That is the instructional for tonight with Bert Blyleven and Roy Smalley and how that's important. Also, Ron Gardenhire, what does he think of Tassoni's big bomb tonight? We'll find out on Twins Live, presented by CenturyLink. Dick.
Thank you, sir. Happy birthday. There's Chris Parmelee fouling it to the backstop. 1 strike. Parmelee hit the first Twins home run. Then he singled and scored in the 6th. I was saying this is an aberration. Usually the Twins are on the other end of this. They might be out hitting the team as the Royals are out hitting the Twins 11-10. But the other team hit the home runs and the Twins lose.
But not tonight.
2 strikes to Parmelee.
Zero in his 3rd inning of relief.
1-2.
Sean O'Sullivan worked the first 5+ innings, gave up 9 hits, 6 runs, all earned, but no walks and 1 strikeout.
2-2. A bid the other way. No, it's September. No, it's just a handful of games. But the fact is, Parmelee's handled everything as well as you could possibly hope. Hitting, really jumping into the lineup in the middle of the lineup and hitting the ball like a cleanup hitter. Two and two. long at bat here against Mazzaro. Talked about Mazzaro and that awful outing he had way back in May. It was the most runs allowed in an outing in nearly 70 years. Bouncer right side. Nice stop at second by Giavotella, and he throws him out. One down here in the 8th.
Yeah, very nice play by the second baseman, Giavotella.
That'll bring up Blue.
He dove for the ball right here and then watched his glove and the ball right there. And then bare hands it and picks it up and gets it over to first base for the first out. Nice defensive play.
Blue with a couple of hits. The Yankees lost. Rays pulled off a triple play and beat the Yankees 5-3. And they're going to the bottom of the 9th. The Orioles have pared the lead down to 2. Bouncer headed up the middle. Escobar spins. Wow. Hosmer can't hold on to it. Plouffe will get his 3rd hit. An infield hit despite a good play by Alcides Escobar.
Biggest hit tonight came off the bat of Rene Tassoni. Jumping on the first pitch from Vin Mazzaro. And the first grand slam by a Twin here at Target Field. Pretty cool.
And it took the game temporarily and took it out of danger. It was a 3-2 Twins lead at the time. One and 0. If the Twins win the game tonight, it'll be Tassoni providing the key hit in the last 3 Twins wins. The walk-off win here against Cleveland, or Seattle, I should say. The extra inning home run in Cleveland in the series finale there, and this grand slam here tonight. That's down the left field line. A very long run from Meyer. He's there, out number 2, and Plouffe bluffs a tag. Benson coming to the plate. Coming up, Fox Sports North Outdoors on Saturday and Sunday morning. Presented by Menards. Saturdays it starts at 6 in the morning. Sundays starting at 8 in the morning. Only on Fox Sports North. With the hunting season, duck hunting opener in Minnesota at least last Saturday. Pheasant opener right around the corner. Here's Joe Benson looking for his first hit. A strikeout and a pair of fly balls to center. Strike one. If the pattern continues, Benson's just taken strike 1, and now the Royals will start spinning the ball on. Fastball. Going to hit the corner, but it's called a ball, 1-1.
Well, what Mazzaro has, he has that good sinking fastball along with the slider. Joe Nathan getting up.
Two and 1.
Not a save situation, but a win situation for the Twins.
Yeah.
Twins are just 4-20 in the month of September. And August wasn't very good either. They were 7-19.
There's the curve, 2-2.
We talked about Benson before. This guy's still raw. You know, talking to Tom Bernansky, he said, you know, this guy has so many tools, and now it's just a matter of getting some major league at-bats. Wherever he is next year, he'll have the taste of what it's like up here, and knowing that when he does go down, what he needs to work on.
Ooh, little twitch of the right arm by Mark Carlson there, but it's ball 3. Runner goes, and Benson skies one behind first. Hosmer with the catch that ends the 8th. On to the 9th. The Twins up by 5. Joe Nathan will come in to try to finish it off. A game-winning double Sunday in extra innings, a solo home run that led the Twins to their only win in Cleveland. And tonight, a 3-2 ball game, bases loaded, first pitch after a pitching change, and Tassone clubs it for a grand slam.
You know, you want to go in the winter feeling good about yourself, and I think that man right there can go and into the winter and feel very good about himself. Game reset. Tassone hitting his first career grand slam, his 5th major league home run. Span and Revere back-to-back triples in the 5th inning. Remember, Revere was thrown out at home plate trying for the inside the park home run. And Joe Nathan will be asked to get the final out, 3 outs here in the 9th inning, making his 48th appearance.
Mitch Meyer, the 8th place hitter, then Alcides Escobar and Gerard Dyson. Strike one. And a ball.
Good hard breaking ball there to get ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out. Dispatched him quickly, 1 down.
I think one thing we have seen this summer as far as Joe Nathan, you know, he now the all-time Twin save leader, that he was able to pass Ricky Aguilera this summer. But as the season winds down, I think we've seen the fastball come back from Joe Nathan right there. He's, you know, from the Tommy John surgery, showing that that stuff is coming back.
Here's Escobar. I have no way of knowing what the market's going to be for Joe. I just get the sense he's going to come back. I don't imagine that his option will get picked up, but I would imagine, I'm guessing, hoping that the Twins and Nathan agree on a multi-year extension, in essence tearing up the old contract and the option with it and structuring something in the neighborhood of 2 or 3 years. Again, it's easy for me to spend somebody else's money.
Billy Smith along with Terry Ryan. Good fastball, great location there.
If everything breaks right, if Mauer comes back, if Morneau comes back, and the Twins get the team on the field they thought they had this year, you've got to have somebody at the end. Liner fair by a foot, and it'll be a base hit for Escobar. He's going to run for 2, and he'll reach, and now the ball gets away from Plouffe, and Escobar will go to third and hold up there. So a double into the right field corner. Kind of surprised, down by 5 runs, that Escobar would challenge Benson on a fairly short throw, but he ends up at third base.
What a hustle of Escobar right there, making Benson hurry his throw. And Benson threw it away for an error, his second. The second time I've seen Escobar take that fastball the other way. Benson barehanding it and then hurrying his throw, and the ball getting away from Plouffe. It's a ball that Plouffe's got to get off the bag right there and keep the ball in front of him.
And strike 1 now to Gerard Dyson. Dyson hitless in the game. And we've seen that a lot. Right now, it does not look like Dyson can handle a above average major league fastball.
Dyson down in AAA, had a pretty good year, hit 280 down in AAA. But there's such a difference between the gap of AAA and the major leagues.
The error this inning, the third Twins error on the night. Throwing errors by Rivera, Plouffe, and now Benson. Down the left field line, and Revere makes another fine catch. Throwing home, he won't get the runner, but more importantly, he got it out. And the range he showed in center, he has shown in left here tonight.
Yeah, that ball looked like it was going to be trouble down that left field line as Dyson just sliced that ball the other way, but Ben Revere and his speed caught up to it. That ball just slicing away. Ben Revere, good jump, good read, nice running catch. And Escobar tagging up and scoring the third run for the Royals.
One strike. To center. Span back. Off his glove, and he crashes into the fence. Rounding second is Giavotella. And rounding third and holding there. Looked like Span had the ball in his glove. And it bounced out. And then, more importantly, he crashed into the fence. And Ben Revere's asking him if he's all right. That's the main concern at this point, is the collision.
Yeah, the collision right there. I mean, Giavotella been hitting some balls hard in this series. Span going back, and then you know you're getting close to the wall. Hits the base of his glove and then trickles away. And Span making contact with that padded wall, bracing himself before he falls.
Here's Butler in a 7-3 game, ball 1. So there'll be a lot of questioning of Denard Span tonight and tomorrow when he gets to the ballpark to make sure he's okay. Being mindful, of course, that Justin Morneau was really active in one particular game at first base, made a diving play, jarred himself, and hasn't played since.
Yes, take another look right here. Span knows he's close to the wall, trying to keep his eye on not only catching the ball, but also where that wall is.
And now 3-0 to Butler. Well, Nathan's given up a couple of extra base hits, but there was an error on the double by Escobar, and that a ball we've seen Denard Span catch more often than not. 3-1.
Butler will be swinging from his heels right here.
Popped it up, out of play. Nathan trying to pin it down. Not a save situation, of course. Pulled, foul, just missing. Going over the bag at third. He got a double earlier in the ball game doing just that.
Eric Cooper, the third base umpire, straddling the line. He watching this ball go and just to the foul side of that bag.
Base hit to left. It's 7-4. So Nathan giving up a double, triple, and single.
Butler picking up his second hit, and last night picked up career high 94th RBI. He picks up his 95th right here. Fastball middle in. Butler turning on it, lining it into left field. 14 hits for the Royals. 3 this inning off of Nathan.
No one warming up in the Twins' pen, but if there was, and if they came in the game right now, it would be a save situation. Here's Hosmer, runner at first, but 2 away. Ball 1. Myers struck out quickly to start the inning, and since then it's been a tough go for Nathan and the Twins. One and one. Pitch by Nathan away from Hosmer, and he just got a piece to foul it back. 1-2. One and 2 to Hosmer. Runner goes, struck him out, and the game ends. It's win number 62 for the Twins. Last year, it happened on August 7th. This year, Anthony LaPanta, it happens on September 27th. Maybe that's the best way to look at it. Twins are just 50 games, 50 days behind their pace of last year.
However you want to look at it, it's a win for Minnesota, and it's just their 4th in their last 24 starts. We'll show you how they did it tonight. Look at a big night for Renee Tassoni. Hear from Gardy next on Twins Live.